This is a mobility for beginners video where we'll be doing simple beginner movements for the spine and the hips, eventually the whole body. Let's start with a spinal mobility sequence. Stand with your legs slightly bent and start to move your body in small waves motion. Just feel it gently rippling, and you don't have to worry about how it moves or which direction. The important thing is move your spine like it is waving. So your pelvis, your spine and your shoulders will be involved. But let's start small here. Gently just wave along. For those who are not used to it, you might feel a little bit self-conscious. Don't be. This movement is very helpful to give us spinal mobility. The more we do, the better it is for us. So just focus on your spinal movement, on your body, and wave along. Gradually, the movement will get bigger because we want to eventually start to move from smaller waves to medium waves and medium waves to bigger waves. Slowly start to bend forward with your legs fairly straight. As you bend forward, arching your spine or straighten your spine, and then curl your spine as you slowly roll up. Try to go a little bit further each time. If you feel ready, you can start to circle your arms along as you bend forward and roll up. Eventually, we also want our legs to be straighter, or you can keep it bent if you like. Make sure you don't feel any strain on your lower back. In the next sequence, we will be doing a hips mobility that also involves the pelvis. Shift and bend your hips from side to side. Your knees will also bend as well, not too much. Initiate the movement from the hips. And when you're ready, reach one arm out as you bend to one side, followed by the other. Gradually have your arm reaching out a little bit more. Turn to one side as a transition. Make sure you involve the pelvis as well. going to repeat the same. One more set. Mobility movement is meant to be enjoyed because we are giving our body space and freedom. It does not follow any particular set or reps. So if you are doing it without any counting, that's okay. If you like the one particular movement and like to do more than the other, it's also okay. You know what? It's your body. Do what it enjoys, move, give it space, release the joints, and let it enjoy the mobility. We start to shift the pelvis from side to side here, taking it a little bit further so that we will lengthen the lower back as we shift. Keeping your knees soft. When you're ready, bring two arms up, one horizontal and one vertical. Just so that the movement gets more interesting with some coordination, why not? The emphasis here is still the shifting of the pelvis. Now remember to keep your knees soft as you do this throughout. This hip rotation sequence, we'll be doing it on the mat. Very important to note, line up both heels together, keep your knees bent, and make sure you do not lengthen your legs when you go from side to side. Keep the heels in the same line, your knees bent. We want the femur to rotate in the hip joints. That is one good way to build hip mobility. In this footage, you will see as you go from one side, one leg will internally rotate, the other will externally rotate. Exactly that. Take your time to do it, no rush. Straighten your legs out and begin to do the next one, whereby we will externally rotate the legs to come in and straighten out to go out. When you external rotate, bend your knees to come in, flex your feet. When you straighten to go out, you point. It may look complicated, but not. It's just a bit of coordination, mainly to help us to improve our hip joints mobility. Keep your belly scooped in, very important. And and then we will start to reverse the direction. Straighten your legs out and externally rotate to come in. And then slowly lean forward, arching your spine, extending it as much as you can. Point your toes if possible. And keep arching and curling to give space in your spinal joints. So after all this mobility work, I'm going to stretch it out. So this is a classic side stretcher. You can join me if you like. It's nice to do a nice stretch after we have done mobility work, just to lengthen it out more. Reach and bend. And I'm just going to do a few more times and I'll end today's Mobility for Beginners video here. I hope you find these movements helpful. Do try it out. I strongly suggest you stay with me throughout the end, including doing this stretch. Feel the freedom in your body, your spine, your hips, and your joints. Do like and subscribe. My channel is new and your support is very much appreciated. Keep moving, keep getting better. And if you like more mobility videos, check out these other 2 videos that I've done. So thank you for staying with me and I will see you next time very soon. Thank you. Have a great day. How do you stay upbeat and engaged with life as you approach the age of 50? Movement has been my form of self-care for over 20 years, and I want to show you how you too can move and take better care of yourself every day.